All right, guys. So this here is going to be for Virgos. Read, and I turned to Harriet Tubman's motivational mood injector here for from my rejected princesses, tales of history's boldest heroines, hellions, and heretics. I love this book. The flow is a little bit, of a challenge, but we'll get there. So anyway, I'm trying to stay as off camera as often as possible, but whatever. We're getting there sooner or later. Okay, so the American Moses. She's from 1822 through 1913 is her time of death. Okay, so she lived a pretty decent length of time. She did a little bit, like Miss Harriet Tubman. Okay, in the United States, American Moses, or most people, the first words that spring to mind when they hear the name Harriet Tubman are probably Underground Railroad, which is a shame since those words should be something more along the lines of the unstoppable force of nature. For Tubman, a smuggler, nurse, spy, general, modern modern day Moses, was one of the toughest women in history. Harriet's birth name was Araminta, Araminta Ross. Hmm. Okay, she was born into a plantation life slavery, but decided after 27 years to free herself. One can hardly blame her. Her upbringing had left her body with a mass of scars due to daily whipping sessions. Her most notable scar was received from a lead weight that was thrown at her, cracking her skull. Probably because of this injury, she suffered narcoleptic symptoms her entire life, often falling asleep mid sentence. Luckily, she was able to balance her disadvantages with her amazing qualities, borderline inhumane, stamina from all of the back breaking labor and burning hatred of slavery. That'll do it. Nobody knows much about the first few years of Harriet's freedom. It's likely that she was aided by a nascent Underground Railroad, but with the need for secrecy at the time, little information survived as as particulars of her as to the particulars of her escape. I'm sorry, but the flow is not first nature for me. Okay. It is known that she left the plantation without warning anyone, including her parents, siblings, and husband. She covered 90 miles in her journey to Philadelphia, probably on foot, by sleeping in forests during the day and avoiding slave catchers at night. Once in Philadelphia, however, she made the startling choice. Instead of continuing northward to safety or even settling into simple life there, she joined the Underground Railroad in most dangerous captivity capacity in the most dangerous capacity of all. She became an abductor, or someone who would sneak into the southern United States where slavery was legal and personally extract slaves from their bondage. Okay? Harriet was probably the most skilled abductor of all, even though, as an escaped slave, she was in far more danger than any of her white colleagues. Making the situation even riskier was the fact that working by herself, she smuggled out groups of slaves instead of the more customary one or two at a time. The antidotes, and to, I don't know, that's the word I should know. Mhm. The anecdotes from that period of her life are all inspiring. She led around two chickens on a leash. If she saw one of her former slave owners, uncommon, not an uncommon occurrence, she'd been rented to many in her childhood. Okay, sorry for sounding like I'm illiterate, but would pull lashes, causing chickens to squawk and allowing her to hide her face as she ducked down to deal with them. She carried the newspapers pretending to read, even though she was illiterate. I just said that word. This fooled more than one slave owner into thinking she was someone else. She would sing aloud to herself as she walked, choosing songs that could signal to the escaped slaves within earshot whether it was safe to come out. Harriet carried a loaded revolver nearly everywhere she went. One of the only times she used it was when an escaped slave, exhausted from the journey, threatened to turn around and head back. And she put the gun to his head and forced him to continue. A week later, he and the rest of the group were free. Another notable occasion for using the gun came when she was in the wilderness smuggling a group to safety, isolated from civilization and suffering from a painful tooth infection. She used the revolver to knock out her entire top row of teeth. Wow. She disguised herself as an old woman and sneaked into courthouses to rescue an escaped slave about and about to be sent to about to be sent back down south. She forcibly yanked him out of the bailiff's grip and rushed him down the stairs, even as the cops beat her half unconscious. When he was recaptured and put in the judge's office, she she and several others rushed in to get him out in a second time, even as bullets were flying over her head. A solid decade of those escapes during this, which she smuggled out almost the entire family, earned her the Moses, the moniker of Moses. An intensely religious woman prone to visions, Tubman would often have premonitions of oncoming patrols and stop her groups in their tracks. For reference sake, in recent years, there's been a particular fictional character with almost the same danger detecting abilities. You may have heard of him. It's Spider Man. Okay, so yeah, this is for you, Virgo. Your first house being ruled by Aries. Okay, so you and Aries, I immediately felt like some kind of connection between the two of you. Somehow you get along with an Aries, by not only by that being in your first house. What drew me to that conclusion was that your 12th house enemy is Libra. So, and that's only if I calculated it right. And so if Libra and Aries are not the best of friends, generally they have two different outlooks on everything. And so that is, I don't know, I'm just giving you the route to my conclusion for the sake of your own intuitive nudges that could be tingling right now, your spider senses. Okay, so right off the bat, Virgo, your sign is ruled by the planet Mercury. I think we have a Mercurial retrograde, either that has started or is getting ready to start. Okay, I wish I had more details than I do because Gemini's was like the bomb, diggity. Like, seriously, so far, I've done everything in order. So, what do we have here in your 11th house? You could be meeting more friends that are of the Leo descent or of the Leo trait. I make my own definitions up. I don't know why I do that, but they work for me better than anyone else's ways of doing it. So, we're just, I'm trying to stay as proactive as possible. Leo. This is not Leo. This is Virgo. Virgo, Mercury, Virgo. Okay. All right. So you've got this is an opportune time for you, Virgo, to number one, apply for scholarships, and your fifth house is lit up. So you have a new hobby, and then so I said, well, I wonder what hobby that could be. So I went to that fifth house to look at what was there. Let me see. One, two, three, four, five. Aquarius. Okay, so I chose tarot, but I could be a little I could be a little off. I don't do Aquarians be like them to do anything out of the ordinary, something crazy, and I mean that in the most beautifulest way because I don't I'm not here to put anybody down. But now if something gets put down, then that's that. I don't. That's not my intention. I'm here to you know try and uplift the public by letting them know that Harriet Tubman can do it. You can do it, and your vote and your count matters. I really do not like to have the title of speaking up for the underdog initially, but it suits me and it suits my personality and it certainly suits my mission, for being here. So I speak up for the proper dog, the proper underdog. Some people you have to choose your battles, and that's something that you're very good at, choosing your battles and prioritizing, or that's something that you lack being good at, but you have all of the capabilities. And your zodiac sign, the Virgo, is about order, order, order. Things need to be done in an orderly fashion. Order. Okay, you admire. Oh, and here I go. Oh, I'm going into my love for the most highest vibrational Virgo I could ever imagine. I don't know any personally, but I mean, if I did know them, they would probably be in healthcare, probably like a nurse manager or something like that. I could love, just to be in your energy, just to see how meticulous you are and attentive to details. In a lab, perhaps you could be a lab or some sort of researcher or something like that with that mercurial energy. Your ninth house is ruled is inhabited by Gemini. So there's that Gemini. I'll call them that now. That's their latest nickname, Gemini, like Eminem, Gemini, because they like the goats. Okay, but so Gemini, I think it's at a disadvantage or something when it's in Sagittarius, or the other way around, but definitely the other way around because Sag got room. Sag is ruled by Jupiter, so your Gemini in Sag's home is quite is kind of antsy, possibly because of the freedom and the lack of bothering. Like Gemini likes Gemini is a freedom communicator. And I'm not getting off of your Virgo energy. I am actually combining the two because you and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, just just different ends of the same spectrum, different ends of the spectrum. OCD and AC, OCD and ADHD type of energy. They all come from the same. They're all in the same spectrum. I mean, they're different ends of the same, whatever I'm trying to say. Okay. All right, y'all. I know it has been a while since I even opened up a book to read it. So generally, I am a pretty, good speaker, but as of this today, it hasn't been. But I am facing the challenge head on because it's making me just better. I'm enjoying doing this. So thanks for watching this video. And I do know that I have some sort of chore that I got to tend to with YouTube's getting something verified or something like that. And so I do realize that I'm not getting as many video hour watches and all that there that I would, but my brain is strictly working for tarot card readings and astrology and making videos. It is not working for following instructions on YouTube right now. So these videos might get to the public late, but that would just be all the more opportunity for you to verify my accuracy. No, I don't do demons or no weird crap for I don't do anything. I don't do anything at all for my psychic intuition. I eat and drink water, but I don't know if that really helps. I don't know if that's a myth yet. I mean, I don't really know. I just heard that we should drink more water and keep water by the bed, so I try to do that most of the time. I eat when I'm going to be in the presence of someone that's like a naysayer. Literally, I eat food. So that's something that you might want to continue, or you might want to look into, just making sure that you've got, if you're going to be in the presence of an energy vampire Virgo, because you know that you guys could tend to be attractors of such energies. Hold on a second while I do this thing here. One second. I almost forgot. We need some cards, don't we? Y'all, I'm just listen, like I said in my last reading, which was for Leo, if today was my last day on earth, this is what I would like to be doing. And that's just how I deal with everyday life. And it's unorthodoxy. It's not typical, and it's a standard for me. And I've learned that it's just what works for me, and it's the only thing that works. So there's not much wiggle room for that. So when this part of my lifetime is over, those will be my last days, because I don't know. I mean, I don't run around predicting my own, future. But you do have here the first card to come out, and it's not even a full shuffle. I'm going to take it for the sake of timing on this here device that I'm using here. You have the Aries Emperor energy showing up. That's the first. That's right on the money, right on the mark. We're cutting the deck at the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles energy. Okay, somebody got a big mouth, and Taurus, Uranus, just telling all the business of people. Okay, the next card after all of my reads so far for this here, this Capricorn new supermoon time thing that we've got going on have been grim in the beginning. So you've got that combined with the Three of Swords energy, just some disappointment. There is some kicking one while one is down, and it could be from an Aries or some sort of duo between the two of you, or just take it how it resonates. Now, I stand for, I'm a firm believer that a woman cannot raise a man. I mean, she can do her best to get him some man help and stuff like that. But I'm speaking from a feminine perspective mainly. You can use your free will to do whatever you will when you hear my readings or when you witness them to, um, take and apply certain issues to yourself if you wish to do that. I do that all the time. All the time. I do that all the time, especially when it comes to like those romantic reads. I tend to, just manipulate it into a regular everyday, because I'm not really, please, like, I don't do those anyway. We're cutting the deck on the High Priestess, you, and you're also on this Gemini here, this page of, pardon me, it's your page of swords energy. So there's some sort of, this is definitely intuitive nudges on an all-time high. So you know that your energy is represented by the zodiac sign. I mean, by the high priestess energy, and you do know that this here Gemini energy is like a lower frequency, a watcher, a score checker or taker. It could be even a nuisance kind of energy. Um, this is classic though, that Virgo and Gemini come, they crack at the same time. So you could be in a position of authority or the opposite way around when it comes to, yourself and a Gemini. Your third card, and you do have the Chariot, okay? And so, just as I was saying, I love how synchronicities occur. I do. They just tickle me. They get me going. Yeah, they give me something to think about and do about. Yeah, so you could be actually the leader of the clan or the crew, Virgo. You're like, no more robbing me, no more kicking me while I'm down, no more talking all that trash, no more, no more. Now what you have to say with your sword up in the air. In the most recent past energy, you have a situation of Five of Cups. This is speaking to something of some sort of karma, some sort of generational or not yeah, generational curse energy that is, that you're like, we're taking over is what I hear. One city at a time in that song. Virgo. What is Virgo letting go of? Virgo, you are letting go of that big mouth energy. So this here Five of Pentacles energy is now, we can call that um, a reversal of the Five of Pentacles. So your health is improving, okay? There's that. Your health is improving because you decided to take over. And so who knows? I don't know who would win between the Chariot and the Emperor, but I guess we would have to see. I believe anyone can be, I believe anyone and anything can be defeated with proper knowledge. That's why our people are destroyed due to a lack of knowledge. Virgo, what can they anticipate to occur, in the future now that they've released that their big mouth energy? I'm taking three cards here. So what you stand to be experiencing and dealing with in the near future due to um, your taking over, you have backstabbing energy, 10 of swords energy, okay? So you could have been having some very vivid um, dreams. You could be in need of like a spiritual bath and just a whole new move, like a move away from a certain situation. You have the death energies, scorpionic energies, so that does favor you. And what I'm going to say favors you somewhat here is this here Queen of Swords energy. I said your health was improving, and you are um, a balanced decision maker and mover and shaker. You're balanced. So you're not speaking or you're not acting from ego, you're acting from strategy. And I love that. I do. Don't. Thanks, God. God is good to me, y'all. Okay, so in your karmic spot, you do have balanced energy again. You've got the King of Cups, scorpionic energy, and it's being combined with the King of Wands energy. So this could be karmic. This could be some energy that you're going to be in, that you're going to be parlaying with or dealing with or interacting with, or this can be yourself being a balanced leader, speaker, ambassador. Fully aware of your. I was going to say imaginational, but you're emotional. Someone could have accused you of having imaginations, and that could have catapulted you into being more strategic, and that could have been the building blocks for your strategy of being balanced and analytical. It supports you, it suits you so nicely. Virgo, what is that? Okay, we've got one. Okay, so you've got the Two of Cups. It's in reverse, so we're going to keep it reversed. Okay, so that's sort of like an impediment to your cause. I'll clarify later if I have enough time. Hopes and fears, we do have the Five of Swords energy. So hopes and fears, you're afraid that your opponent is going to get the drop on you. Okay. And I feel like though you see it, so you have a moment to think and strategize a plan. Two cards came out for this outcome here. You've got the Five of Wands energy, and you have it clarified or combined with the Four of Wands energy. It's all Aries, cattiness, and then some situations around about your home life. Now, I think I did mention something about you moving away from all of the arguing and competitions. And so take it from the top. Clarifier. We've got the Strength card, and it was like sort of it's major arcana though. So the Strength card is speaking to your conditioning, your vigilance, and your connection to your animalistic crazy party, like that crazy. Listen, it happens to the most. Sometimes you gotta get into that. Sometimes you gotta be like, yo, you don't know crazy like I know crazy. And Virgos can go crazy. Okay, so we have many cards again for the second Three of Swords energy. That disappointment is being clarified by the Hangman, Judgment, and the Two of Pentacles. You have been a mover and a shaker, and it's not been easy. Oh my gosh, I feel like you could have been like in some sort of unfair, unequal give and taking of energies, or some sort of like I feel like it could be like a spiritual theft or something like that, or someone trying to take over your spiritual abilities, your capabilities, and trying to call you some kind of a crazy witch or something. So to clarify this here, chariot, we have the world. This is a completion. A cycle is over because you have taken over. You have taken over. So this is Capricorn energy in its high vibrationalist forms. I made that up, I know. Okay, and give me something here for this Five of Cups energies for my Virgo. Virgo. So this Five of Cups energy is the most recent past you were privy to find that there's some sort of generational curse that you need to break, and only you can do it. I feel like you are a one-man army, possibly, strategist and everything like that there. So you've been working very hard behind the scenes. And what I see is all mental notes and mental plans and mental meditations, even. With this here, health getting better, you may have had some sort of health scare, Virgos. What do you rule? I don't remember. I just don't remember. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's the feet. I don't know. All right, so Five of Pentacles in reverse, please, or in this spot, Five of Pentacles for my Virgo clarifier, please. You have the Ace of Wands. It is in reverse. So there is some sort of um now I did tell you that this is a time for you to go apply for scholarships, but you could have been denied for some sort of scholarship due to your health or something like that, or some study, or some loan, or let me see what I wrote here, or some creative venture. So you're looking to start some new business or something. I think that someone with a big amount may have stolen your ideas from you. Anyway, clarify these three here in the future. Okay, that's being clarified by the Hanged. Wait a minute. I digress. That's the Death card, actually. This is a Scorpionic energy that favors you, like I said. So that's the Death card, that's the Judgment card, that's the Two of Pentacles, and that's the Three of Swords, just so I can clarify that much. But I'm going to move on, and things will get more organized as time permits us to. So clarifying this here. No, I'm doing it wrong again, Virgo. My apologies. This is the Devil card, 15. The Devil, Judgment, Two of Pentacles, and Theft. So the devil's involvement or an engagement is under judgment. So someone's getting their karma, as they should. Now you have this here 12. This is the I don't know why they make you see how that looks. That's the Hanged Man. All right, now you see my confusions. All right, so you've got death here. You've got the Ten of Swords, backstab and betrayal. You do have this here healed, balanced, clear thinking, Queen of Swords energy. And to add to that, you have the Hanged Man energy. I mean, you've done your due diligence, honey, and you've got there's another card here. You've got the Three of Pentacles. There could be some divinations that you have been privy to. Your own psychic abilities could have been um, something that you've used to your benefit. With this here death energy of this Scorpio, that's that the combination of those, and then this clarity of this Ogun Ace of Swords energy. This is all what you have to bask in, Virgo. So you have lots to look forward to. I'm getting low on my energy. I need some wine. Yeah. Okay. Let me get to the end of this spiritual situation. So you are hanging in there until the wheels fall off. Okay, give me something about this here Five of Swords energy, please, for my Virgos. Harriet Tubman's in them. Five of Swords, you're making it known. You're getting ready to go off. You're about to bowl. You're about to blow up on somebody about something. This reverse of Cups energy, reverse Two of Cups, Virgo. Empress. Empress, and hold on, Empress for the reverse Two of Cups. You're in a league of your own, young lady, or old lady, whatever you want to call yourself. And it's being layered with this here two, I mean, not the two, the Queen of Wands energy in the upright. This is an energy that you have to pull on at your disposal. And it just so happens to be right next to the King of Wands. Go figure. So there's so much balance going on. You could be entering into a new relationship as well. another clarifier here for you've got the Queen of Swords. You've got the King and the Queen of Swords. And you've got the King and Queen of Wands out here. Virgo, I'm sorry that this is all the time that I have, so I'm gonna have to end it here. But I do feel like this is very this is I liked doing it. You make me happy and proud of you. Thanks for being you.